Hi everybody, welcome to West Virginia. My name is Cheryl and this is my channel, Tranquil Stitches. Today is Wednesday, February 26th, 2020, and this is my FlossTube episode number 91. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, so I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, but if it does, excuse me, okay? I did this video yesterday and it was a comedy of errors. One thing after another, after another, after another. And I finally just gave up. I was like, I'll just try it again tomorrow. I probably should have included some bloopers because it was a lot of funny things happened while I was recording. And before I got to the point where I just threw my hands up and said, nope, no more. I'm done today. We'll try again tomorrow. But I hadn't slept good the night before and I was grumpy anyway. And I didn't want that to come across on my video, so I told my husband, I said, it's probably best that I just quit for the day because it's not happening. So I just decided to wait till today and sit down and visit with you. Honestly, we're starting off, oh my gosh, there's a gnat. We're starting off really good today too, I see, but okay, so I'm going to go over and get this done so that before anything major happens and we have to wait till Thursday. But anyway, I hope you're having a good day. I'm happy to have you stop by and visit with me and all my chaos. And I've forgotten my notes. I was, they were in my head yesterday because I had wrote them yesterday morning, but no. Okay, I said it was 58. Well, it was 58 yesterday. I don't know what it is today, but it's pretty mild again today. It's the ducks have already been here. The neighbor told me that the ducks were looking around in the yard for her birdseed because she feeds the birds every year. If you've been with me a while, you know the saga of the ducks, right? And she said that Mama Duck came back and she was looking at the same nesting spot that she had last year. And neither of us are very happy about that. We were hoping they wouldn't come back. So here we go. But it's a mild day. I think everything's confused. I think the birds are confused. I think the dogs are confused. I don't know. It's spring weather and we've not even had winter yet, so I'm not really sure what's going on. I want to say thank you as well for all of your Instant Pot suggestions, your Instant Pot recipes. Some of you sent me recipes via email, and some of you suggested websites for me to watch, and I have watched some of those, and we tried a beef roast, and it came out so good. I'm enamored. 2 hours from start to finish, and that roast was just fork tender. It was wonderful. So I am definitely a fan of the Instant Pot. Definitely. And I'm kicking myself because I told my husband, I said, we should have done this a long time ago, and he agreed. It's really a good investment. So we're both pretty hooked on it. So that was nice of you, so I appreciate everyone who shared with me. Okay, I have 4 finishes this week to show you. Now, granted, they're one of them's real small, but 4 finishes. So last year in October, and I figured out what was wrong yesterday. I didn't have any coffee in my hand, and I didn't know what to do with my hands, and that's what started the whole thing. So I have coffee today, and I'm going to take a sip right quick. Namaste, right? Namaste. Okay, I have, last October, I started 13 new projects for my Darktober stitching, and I started smalls. Some of them were small, some of them were medium size from the Just Cross Stitch Halloween issues, because the mania, last year my mania was Christmas ornaments from the Just Cross Stitch Christmas ornament issues. So I decided in October to do Halloween smalls. And some of them are, like I said, small, and some of them are a little more involved. But I'm knocking those out. I'm trying to do the smallest up to get some finishes and get my whips down before Mania. So let me show you. This is the Witch's Inn, and this is the smallest of them. From the Itchy Nose, it's starting already. I had it yesterday too. 2011 Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue from Cherished Stitches. And here's where it was the last time you saw it. And it's just a little cute little design, and I fell in love with it. And it has back buttons around the side, but I'm not going to put the back buttons in there. I don't even know if I could even find them at this point. But here's my finish, 363 stitches. And that fabric's showing up really well. It was just a scrap of fabric I had in my stash, and I really like it. It's cute. I was thinking of just a little white frame, and a stand-up frame to put on the shelf would be cute. So I really like that. Really like that. The wind is blowing. Traffic is per usual up and down the street, and so the heat shouldn't kick on, hopefully. Okay, the second one is Spells by the Stitcher Hood, and it was in the 2012 Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue. And here's where this one was the last time I showed you. I worked on this a couple weeks ago and got the cauldron finished, and then I finished it up, 464 stitches. And before I show you this, let me show you the picture in the magazine. And if you'll notice, the swirls coming up out of the cauldron are black and gray. The neighbor is pounding on something over there, so see? Okay, they're black and gray. So I changed it up and I did my own thing with it. And here's what I did. Like I said, 464 stitches, and here's the finish. And it's also on a random mystery piece of linen that I had in my stash. It's like yellows and blues and purples. And what I did was I used a variegated that I thought looked like cast iron on the cauldron and the border, and a pale blue on the inside. And then I used DMC Etoile for the swirls. I think that's 704, I'm not sure, but it's just the neon green and the Blanc, the DMC white Etoile, which looks great to me. So that's really cute. I like that. And most of the time when you see things coming out of a cauldron, they're that neon green, colorblind. But it's cute, and I'm very pleased with that. The Bumpuses next door have 6 new puppies. They're a month old. Cute as they can be. Just cute as they can be. And they are just now getting their legs under them, and they're trying to run and falling and trying to play with each other and just rolling, and it's so cute. They all come out of the house yesterday at the same time, the doghouse, and proceeded to go over to the side, and they all 6 squatted at the same time. It's like we had our nap, now we're ready to tinkle. Cute as they can be. I'll try to get some pictures of them for you and show you, but I'm trying not to get attached, because I got attached to the last litter and that wasn't good. So I'm trying my best not to get attached to them, but they're so cute. They're so cute. There's nothing like a little puppy. Okay, the next finish I had was a stitch along that I did with Kathy, Crafty Cat Stitcher. We started this back in the fall. She's already finished hers. She finished hers very quickly. This is a Bent Creek kit called Candy Corn of Mischief, and it came with the 18 count linen and the pearl cotton to stitch it with. And it was a new experience for me stitching on 18 count linen, and it was a nice break from the 32, 36 count that I stitch on normally, because the holes are so big and it's just easy to stitch on. And the fabric's a little rough, it's like burlap, honestly. It just felt like I was stitching on burlap, but I love the finished look of it. Here's where I was last time. And I didn't have very much done. I had only worked on it a couple times since I started it. And in this one, I put 939 stitches because I wanted it done. I wanted it finished. So let me get it right set up here. So here's where it is now. It's just so cute. So cute. And see this fabric? See how big the holes are? This really easy to stitch on. It's really, well, you can tell how, but it was a nice break from the smaller counts. So it's really a cute chart. So I'm happy with that one. And then the last one that I got finished, and I know some of you will be very thankful that I did. I was really struggling with this one. I was really struggling for some reason. This is Hocus Pocus by Queen Bee Handmade on Etsy. I'll link her shop below. And this is the last of my 2018 Mania starts, and also the last of Mania completely for me. I will start May 1st with a clean slate, no outstanding projects at all. I am excited about that, to be able to just start all new projects and not have to worry about what I started last year. So I'm very excited about that. This is where it was the last time you saw it, and I know you can't see much, but what I was working on was finishing the vine across the top. I still needed to put the words in and her face and hands. So that's what I did, and you know, it was only 464 stitches that I needed to put in there. I was just so close to a finish, but for some reason I don't know. It's just one of those things. I guess I was just tired of looking at it, but I really like the finished result, and here it is. Hocus Pocus is finally finished. And I changed the words. They were supposed to go down here, and then there was another border that went around it. I just didn't think that it needed that because I like it the way it is. And I decided on a flesh tone for her hands and face, and then I used the same orange that's in the pumpkins for her hair. It's stitched on a random piece of linen that I coffee tea dyed myself, and I'm very pleased with that. So Mania start number 16 for 2018 is in the books. My fourth finish for the year. Fourth finish for this week. I'm sorry. Okay, that makes me, I have finished 5 of my 13 Darktober starts, and I have 8 finishes for the year. And it's only February, so I'm very happy with that. Now I have some whips to share with you as well. And I did a lot of stitching this week. I actually stitched more than I've ever stitched since I've started counting. So I was pretty happy with that. Okay. This is Joyful Summer by Country Cottage Needleworks. And this is my daily 30 piece. I stitch on it 30 minutes a day. I start a new project every first of the month. And stitch 30 minutes a day with the goal of getting it finished. In this one, now, since I did my video yesterday, I've done this morning's stitches already and I've not counted them. So those stitched counts will go on next week. But as of yesterday, I had 968 stitches in this one. And I'm going to have to put a little bit more effort into it because today's the 26th and I've got 3 more days to finish it. So I'm going to have to look at what I still have to do and determine how many I need to put in every day to get it done. Because I really do want this one done. And here's where it is. It's in the Q-Snap, and it was last week too. But when I'm done with it, I'll show you the whole thing. 968 stitches, and here's where it is now. Now yesterday I just had half of that leaf filled in. So this morning I filled the rest of the leaf in. So love it. I love the colors, the bright, happy colors, the way it looks on the fabric. Extremely pleased with that one. So that's my Joyful Summer. I also worked on Quilty Love. This is from Pat Quarter Shop, Lori Holt. It's a Lori Holt stitch along that went on from the end of January to Valentine's Day. And here's where mine was last time you saw it. And in this one I have put 704 stitches this week. Here's where it is now. So last week I just had these 2 triangles and part of this one, so I finished this motif, did these 3 hearts, and all I have left on this one is the white here and here, and to finish the green, 3 more hearts, and then 1 more quilt motif, and I'll be done. So these colors are just beautiful on this fabric, and I'm anxious to have this for Christmas. I don't have many things to put on my walls and decorate my walls with for Christmas, so I'm hoping to get this framed by Christmas. We'll see. We'll see. We all know my FFOing skills are severely lacking. But I wanted to mention to you this, if this is a steering wheel cover from the Dollar Tree. That's what I use for grime guards for a lot of my projects. Now they're not very wide. See, they're not very wide, so they're not going to hold a BAP, but for medium-sized projects, they work perfectly. And they're $1. They're $1. They have different styles, different colors, different textures. There's corduroy, and this one's velour. But for $1, and I've only had one where the elastic snapped on me. So I figure if I get 5 uses out of one, you know, that's worth $1. So steering wheel covers from the Dollar Tree. Grime guards. Okay, and the last one I want to show you is another stitch along that is still going on from Fat Quarter Shop, and this is Bloomtopia. And this is another chart that is part of a stitch along. Here is part 1 and 2 that I had completed, and I finished part 3. 255 stitches is what I put in here, and I was a little concerned about the way these colors were coming off on this fabric, but the more I get on there, the more it's coming together, and I'm actually okay with them now. I was a little concerned. The colors look really pretty in the floss toss and on the floss ring, but when I started putting them on the fabric, and the fabric is not the same size vertically as it is horizontally, so it's a little squatty, and things aren't standing up the way they're supposed to. So yeah, I was a little concerned. I thought maybe I might have to start it over, but the more I get on it, the better it looks. So here is my Bloomtopia with part 3. Part 3 is the basket and this little motif here on this pretty peach fabric. And I really, really wanted it on this peach fabric because it's just so springy and so pretty. So 255 stitches on that one. So that's my stitching for the week. Thank you for letting me share that with you. 4,157 stitches. 4,157 stitches. That was amazing. I kind of hibernated last week. Didn't do much and just kept the house up, did my dinner, did my chores, and stitched and watched some new Forensic Files. There's 2 new episodes of that out. Sundays at 10 o'clock, I think, the new ones come out. And, of course, they play repeats all day long. And so I was excited for the new Forensic Files. And I've just been hibernating. So, calm before the storm, right? Because I leave for market next Thursday. Calm before the storm. I'm getting my rest now. Anyway, on my Stitch My Hours challenge, it's a personal challenge that I started on December 1st, and my goal is to stitch 1 stitch for every hour I've been alive. I have honored 23,813 hours of my life, so that's 992 days, and I have stitched up to my 3-year, 8-month-old self. So not too bad. The first 3 years and 8 months of my life, every hour has a stitch. So it's pretty cool. It's just a personal challenge. It's a huge number to shoot for. Now, I have some things I wanted to share with you. And, okay, I have to tell you. Now, yesterday, it was my intention to open these with you. And I did. I opened them with you. But we all know that didn't work out. So they're already open, but we're going to pretend like they weren't, okay? So what I wanted to share with you, Fat Quarter Shop has something new, and it's really cool. And I'm very excited about it. So these are gingham on the go. This goes, let's pretend this is here, okay? Gingham on the go. These are plastic. Do I have it upside down? Goodness gracious. We are going to pretend that didn't happen. Okay, these are 3-piece project bag set, and they are plastic mesh. Aren't they pretty? So, it's open. Look at there. Magic. Okay, let's look at these for the first time ever and see what they look like, okay? Crinkle, crinkle. All right. We have 3 bags. They all have this little "It's So Emma" tag on them. And they smell really good. You know how when you open a blow-up pool and that smell, or a beach ball or something like that? It's kind of like that, but not. It's similar to that, but it's not. And they just smell good. They smell really good. I like it. Anyway, all right, let's explore these, shall we? Oh, look, there's one this size. This is the smallest one. It is 8 inches high by 10.5 inches wide. And the good thing about these is they have the bottom comes out. I'm not a sewer. I guess it's called a gusset. I don't know. But the gusset, I feel like I should be saying gousset or something. That can't be just gusset, right? Is it gusset? But this has a 2.5 inch bottom, that word. So they do, you know, sit out. But you know what? My first thought was when I saw these, you can stitch on this. You can stitch on this. Look. Look at that. Can you even imagine? That's the first thing I thought of when I saw these. You can stitch on it. So that was my first thought with these. That's the small one. And you get all 3 of them. Now the medium one is pink. Look at that. Pink. I want a big monogram S on here. I just thought of that yesterday. Isn't that cute? But same thing. This one is 10.5 by 13. And it has a 3.25 inch bottom. So they're progressively getting bigger. I love that. It looks like gingham. I love that. And then the biggest one is this pretty teal blue. That's a good size. It is 13 by 15.5. And it has a 4-inch bottom. Now that would hold a lot of stuff there. That is really, and you know, like I said, you could stitch on it and put some interfacing on the back. That would be really, really cool. But these, they suggest quilters, cross-stitchers, scrapbookers, artists, and you can also use them for cosmetics when you travel. You know, I'm a bag lady. I have to say, I love bags. I love boxes. I love pretty boxes, and I love bags. And, I mean, I have a bag of bags. Yeah, I do. I have a bag of bags. So, I love bags to begin with, and these are really super duper. And the best part is you get all 3 of them for $25. You know, and they're sturdy. They're really, it feels like fabric. It's not flimsy at all. I mean, it like, see? I mean, they're thick. Really good quality. So I'm very, very tickled with those. So I'll link those below if you're interested in picking those up for yourself. Now, I also did a little shopping, a little retail therapy on, and which I tend to do every now and then, on Miss Teresa Designs, her Etsy shop. And I saw one of her bags, and I was just instantly, I could not click buy fast enough. And I said, this got to come home with me, and I want to share it with you. I love her bags. I love her bags. She will be linked below as well. Look. Oh, I can't even with this bag. I've been to Paris and I've been to the top of the Eiffel Tower, so I really love anything Parisian, and those roses. And it's just the Paris fabric on the back, and then her signature little zipper pull has a rose on each side, one of each. Oh, and inside is a pink polka dot to match. It was over. It was over. And now she has branched out a little bit and she's doing some different things. She has some needle minders that match some of her bags now. Oh, look at that. How stinking perfect is that? Stay tuned. So Teresa is linked below. And beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. She's also a very sweet lady. I met her at Cindy's retreat. You couldn't ask for a sweeter lady. She's wonderful. Now, I received a card that I wanted to show you because it's very special. Leone, who is stitching Noni on FlossTube. I will link her below. Please go visit with Noni. She is wonderful, wonderful lady. She participated in our Valentine exchange, and she was our only international participant. She's from Australia, and she said, I want to play too. So when she went to look for Valentines, she couldn't find Valentines like we have, you know, like our kids give out at school. So she just gathered up some really beautiful little cards and notes, and she shared those with us, and mine came. So I wanted to show you this with love, adventure, and wildflowers. Little bee. This is all the way from Australia, and I love the Morning Glory. Morning Glories are my favorite. I love those. A wildflower on the back. And inside was this little journaling card. And it says, I guess that's a kiwi. Is that a kiwi? I don't know. The universe is always ready to take your call. And look, he's holding the moon. Isn't that cute? So thank you, Noni, so much. Such a sweet smile in the mail. Thank you. I'll use that card in my journals. Okay, and I also, out of the blue, received a package. Just random package, and there was this card inside. And it's pink. It says love, joy, peace, patience, and kindness. And when I opened this card and read that this is from Margie. Margie is a viewer of mine. She's been with me for a long, long time. Well, she's won a couple of my giveaways, and she mentioned in here that she's won 2 Charles Wysocki charts from me. Now, what are the odds of that? So, I remember the last one that she won, but I don't remember the first one. It's been 2 years. I can't remember what I had for dinner yesterday. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But anyway, apparently she's won 2 Charles Wysocki charts. So she sent me this little package, and it's all wrapped up, look. And then she took a strip of the paper and wrapped it around and secured it on the bottom to keep the box closed. Isn't that pretty? I'm gonna reuse this box. I'm gonna put some pretties in there. It's too pretty not to. And I opened this box, and inside was this little fun gold grass type filler and a bar of Pittsburgh milk chocolate. It's Sarah's candies. I love that skyline on that wrapper. I'll use that wrapper too. Junk journals. Love it. I've been anxious to get in that. But let me show you what she sent me. So like I said, she's won 2 Charles Wysocki charts. She pulled out of one of those charts this and stitched it for me and framed it. It's Cakes and Cookies, the wagon, with the horse and the little man, the little driver. And it's really tiny. It's got to be on at least 40 count. How sweet. How sweet is that? Oh, and it's got the little, just sweet little frame, and I'm going to sit it on my shelf and display that. It's just wonderful. I love Stitchy Gifts. I love, love, love Stitchy Gifts. Thank you, Margie. Thank you for taking the time to do that, and thank you so much for sharing that with me, sharing your stitching and part of a design that you and I both love, and I really appreciate that. I'm going to put your name on the back of here so I'll always know that you gave this to me. Thank you so much, because, you know, the older I get, the more senile I get. And in 10 years, I want to be able to remember who sent that to me. So thank you. All right, let's see. We have a giveaway winner. Last week, I wanted to share, there's tons of stuff laying here, this Revaris chart with somebody. It says, happiness is walking on the beach. And it comes with these little charms. And I had asked you to use the word beach in your comment. So I'll insert the video for the winner here. Okay, let's see who wins the Revaris chart. I have filtered it to include the word beach, so. P.D. Stitcher. Oh my goodness, your funeral story was hilarious. That is something I would do. I would love to stitch the beach. So congratulations, P.D. Stitcher. If you'll email me your address, my email is below, and I'll get your chart right to you. Thank you. So congratulations, P.D. Stitcher. And like I said, just send me your address and I'll be happy to get this out to you. And somebody had asked me the name of the pattern, and I did open it very carefully. I didn't damage anything. But there's not actually not a name on here. But I'm sure if you search Revaris Etsy shop, which will be linked below as well, I'm sure you'll see this one. It's Happiness. I love the way it's finished. That ticking. It's really cute. So congratulations, and I look forward to hearing from you so I can get that to you. Okay. Shall we do a new giveaway this week? Okay. Remember we were talking about Teresa's new ventures, right? So what I would like to do this week is to... she makes these gorgeous thread rings. They have beads, they have charms. They are so prissy and so pretty. And this is a new thing that she's making in her shop. So what I would like to do is I would like to give 2 of those away. And I've talked with Miss Teresa, and she's perfectly fine with it. So the way it's going to work is I'm going to draw 2 winners. You will contact her and give her your address, and then she will let me know, and I will get them paid for so she can get them shipped to you. So that's the way it's going to work. 2 of them. So what I would like you to do is go to her Etsy shop, which is linked below, and I would like you to tell me which one of the thread drops you like the best. The thread holders. Tell me which one you like the best, and you'll be entered into the drawing for one of 2 of those. And you can only win 1. So if your name is drawn randomly twice, you can only win 1. So let's do that next week, because I want you to see those pretties. So we'll do 2 of those next week. So just comment below with just the name, like she's got it listed, just the name of which one you like the best. Okay? So let's do that. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. All right. Now, I made a market video the other day, and in which I showed a couple of my favorite charts that I've seen so far. And since I did that video, some new stuff has come out, and I've been a little revisiting some things, which is very dangerous, very dangerous. So I wanted to share with you a few new things that I found. And you may have seen these and you may not have. So now this is Scarlet House Sweet Tomato. This is a market exclusive. And In my video, I said to concentrate on the market exclusives because they are just for the Nashville market. Now, what I mean by that is if it's a market exclusive, then there will be a time period of 4 to 6 weeks that vendors retail shops who do not attend market will not have access to that chart or that exclusive. So only the shops who attend market are able to stock those market exclusives. After the 4 to 6 weeks, they will become available. But here's the thing you have to remember about market exclusives. Some of them are limited. So that's what you have to pay attention to. If it says limited edition or limited stock or anything along that line, you need to grab it. And it's honestly my suggestion that if it says exclusive, get it. You know, if you want it, get it to begin with. Because some designers do have a limited quantity and they are, once they're out, they're out. So keep that in mind with the exclusives. Now, like I said, some of them will be available later on, but, you know, I mean, some will, some won't. So just wanted to bring that to your attention. If it is an exclusive and you're able to get it and you really want it, then go ahead and pull the trigger on that because, you know, it's better safe than sorry, right? Especially if you really, really love it. So this one, the sweet tomato is just adorable. I really like that one. Now, another thing that I learned, Autumn Lane Stitchery, that I spoke about in that video with the pretty Halloween designs, I learned, which I haven't visited them yet on their FlossTube, but they have a FlossTube and it's a husband and wife, and the husband is actually the one who is the designer. So that was exciting to learn. Thank you very much if you shared that with me on that video. And since then, I have found another one, which is also a market exclusive of theirs that I have to have. And this is Easter Tree. Those colors are so bright and cheerful. And I really think that you could use that from February right up till Easter, because it's got a pink heart and then it's just really cute. So I love that one. So that is a market exclusive as well. Now, since that video, Paulette at Plum Street has released her new charts, her new releases. And Sweetheart Hill is top of my list for her. It's actually pretty close to the top of the list overall. I adore that. I adore the colors. It's just so sweet. So Sweetheart Hill, and then a spring. I did the same thing yesterday, and I'll be darned if I didn't forget to write it down. But anyway, it's here. And what I love about this one, do you see that snowman? Do you see that snowman? It's like spring has sprung. That's it, right? That snowman is like tiny and fading away, and the birds are big. It's like winter is slowly going away and spring is coming forward. That's what I get from that, and it's genius. It's absolutely genius. That is the cutest thing. She nailed it with that. She nailed it. So very, very interested in that one. Now, Satsuma Street. This will be Jody's first market. She will be at market. And this one, Egg Hunt from her. Now, Satsuma Street, she loves bright colors. She loves cheerful, happy, just bright colors. Happy, happy, happy. And only in certain, I am a more muted person. It's just my personality. I like more muted colors, pastels, things like that. But that could very, very easily be converted to pastels. So I really fell in love with that Egg Hunt. from Satsuma Street. Really pretty. And Heartstring Samplery. Now, in that market video, I believe that I mentioned a chart that's not actually a market release. Somehow I got tangled up and thought that that was a new market release. I hadn't ever seen it before, and so I don't think it is. But she has since released her market chart. This is Sewn in Friendship. This is a piece she did together with Paulette from Plum Street, and they did this together. It's just beautiful. And there is another one too. That she released a couple more this morning. It just keeps coming. But I really think this would be such a beautiful gift for a friend. Finished that way, and it's beautiful. And then this is a collaboration she did with Tanya from Scarlet House. This is Berry Bowl Sampler. And apparently they each did a side of it and put it together. Is that not, I mean, brilliant, you know? And they complement each other so well. Tanya's initials are on one side and Beth's initials are on the other side. And it's just, it works. It works. Now you can stitch it all on one piece, or you can do the two pieces and merge them together. But it's original. There's nothing like that, you know? I love it. So, those are some additional things that I fell in love with from this year's market. And like I said, Rochelle at the Cottage Needle has a market preview page, and I will link that below. She's got the previews, and you can pre-order. You can set up a layaway. A lot of you already have, and she's very appreciative. She said thank you. And I know some of you went there from Cindy's video, Cindy's Cross Stitch. Cindy is also going with us. So, like I said, you'll find the Cottage Needle linked below, and Rochelle really appreciates your support if you would like to shop with her. Okay, plans. I will be starting my new Daily 30 piece on March 1st, and what I have decided to stitch next month is this hands-on design chart, Grace of a Flower. This was an exclusive for Cindy's Cross Stitch Retreat in October for the attendees. We all got one of these along with some beautiful counting pins. And this chart is not available right now, but it will be this summer. So if you like this chart, you can just watch for it. Kathy did say that it will be released this summer. But it says, "May your day be blessed by the grace of a flower touched by the sun." This is really pretty. So the reason that I chose this one for my Daily 30 for March, Cutie Stitch, I will link her FlossTube below. She has asked the community to put some stitches in honor of her daughter. The hashtag is Stitches for Amelie, and I will put that here. These stitches will go to honor her, make her smile, give her a little encouragement. Amelie's favorite color is blue, and her favorite flower is sunflowers. So if you have anything blue that you're stitching on, blue fabric or with blue flosses, or if you're stitching a sunflower, then please go and use that hashtag and put that out there for Amelie to see. I will link the actual video for this stitch along down below, so you can go right to that video and listen about Amelie's story, listen to her story, and then go and put some smiles out there for that sweet little girl. So again, it's Stitches for Amelie, anything blue or anything sunflower related, and the stitch along goes to April 25th, I'm sorry, April 25th, which is Amelie's birthday. So join the community and come out there and put some stitches out there for that sweet girl. Also, my plan is to finish my Daily 30, the Joyful Summer, and to finish Quilty Love. And I've got a couple more projects that are earmarked for this week, and I don't think I'll get as many stitches in this week, but I'm going to do my best. So I hope you're having a good week so far. I hope you're getting a lot of stitching in and spending some time with your favorite hobbies. If it's nice where you are, I hope you're spending some time outside and enjoying some wonderful weather. And if you're not, just hunker down. It'll be over soon. So, and until I see you next time, happy stitching.